So hello again. I already put the posterior zone. Like I mentioned before, I have to eliminate the one of the bicuspid. I eliminate. Some people prefer to have both bicuspid and then one molar. So in this case, I eliminating both bicuspid and put the both molars on because on the other side it was not quite roomy. I didn't have enough room on that back over here. I had a room here, but here no. So I just make it a little bit more evenly. So 2 molars and 1 bicuspid. I'm gonna save them just in case the person want her bicuspid on the denture, so then I can place them back and eliminate the back tooth. So meanwhile, I only have to use my plate, my occlusion plate, to see if everything is sitting. As you see right now, it's not sitting at all. I will have to make every single one of those tooth to touch, except the laterals, because you want to have a little nature looking on the laterals, and then make the centrals touch. So there will be a video part 2 on this, and then this is it for today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification so you can continue actually watching the video part 2 of this setup. Thank you for watching. Hello, again, this is Joe's Denture with the video number 2 of setting up a shade B1 phonetics 2 lower. So as you can see, I already have my wax rim. So I like to, some people do the rims differently and put a one tooth by tooth in there. But I like to create my rim, so I don't have a problem putting my teeth on the wax. So I just kind of like smoothing the surface and then see if I'm on track over here. Look like my posteriors are touching hard on it. That means you need more room. And that's how it's gonna turn out. It's still, if your teeth are not touching slightly how you want it, you can still warm up the wax and have them touch, like what I'm doing right now. You can adjust the occlusion at the beginning, or you can do it at the end. As long as some of the teeth are hitting the plate, you'll be fine. You can see here, I'm using this tool. I kind of put that indentation on it, so it can be easy for me to push the tooth on the plate. So as long as something is hitting the plate, you'll be fine if you are learning how to do this. I also check the occlusion at the end of my setup, just making sure everything lies down on the plate. And I will seal this together so it doesn't move again. Because if you don't seal it, you're gonna move back where it was before. That's what I'm doing right now. So, okay. Just don't like the tooth touching right there. I need the room for it. So still don't like how it looks, but I can make those changes and fix it at the end. So here is the lower. I'm gonna follow the guideline how they have in there. I had to grind on it. Heat it up. I'm gonna set the first two teeth. This person was a slightly class 3. I brought it into class 1. Do you want to see more smile? So it's increased to overly 45 millimeters. We'll see. I'm gonna try to set the another one. Slightly difficult to do this on the camera right on my face. Have to make sure that it is straight. I think I'm gonna try that one. I will adjust it if you can be wasting time on one tooth. You have to move them forward, otherwise it will take you forever. I push that slightly out. It's slightly few millimeters off the bone of the anterior ridge because I want to make it occlude into class 1. You just keep on going. Instead of try to get everything perfect, you have a time to go back and make your adjustments and look for imperfections. If you try to do that while you're setting teeth, then it's gonna take you over 2 hours to do it. I was thought that not to just get stuck with one tooth and then clock is ticking. In the regular job laboratories, they give you 2 hours to set up a full upper and lower. Some of the places, hour and a half. So being a lab technician is about actually working fast. They will fire you if you're not fast enough. In many labs. They will let you go. They will not work with you because you're so slow. So it takes about 2 full hours to setting and wax the teeth instead of a 1 day. If you do it faster, about 45, 1 hour and a half or 1 hour, you're in 45 minutes. You're doing great. So I still grinding on that areas that are completely too bulky. Sure that I can see I'm missing a little lighting over here. I'm just continuing putting the teeth on as I go because I don't want to be stuck on one tooth. I keep repeating. Everyone has their own way of a style. I'm using semi-adjustable articulator. I'm not following any face bow. I'm not trying to make a fancy of a, just explaining you this most simple way without using professionalism or technical terminologies like some of those videos that you see on YouTube. I'm not a fancy talker. I'm not trying to impress. I'm just trying to make things look simple for you to have an idea of how the teeth are set. I still, don't have any problem that I know of my dentures setups. So this one, you need a little bit more adjustments, making it come out. So I just gotta make those little tiny adjustments in the end, like look kind of not quite there yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and then stop a little bit and fixing those anteriors before I start doing the posterior spot of it. As you can see, this setups is done. Everything came up together just fine. It's still lower than retromolar pad area, it's still lower over here. What I'm gonna do next is making sure my occlusion is gonna be evenly. So I'm happy that how this came out. The occlude, upper and lower occlude really fine. There's just little spaces between the teeth, but this is not too much to concern about. I can push those in with no problem. So this setup of the lower, it was not so complicated. I can straighten the teeth out to make it more symmetrical. I can do all these little adjustments. Next thing that you have to make sure, I do that with all my setups, is your occlusion. It is completely on the plane. Your plane of occlusion is straight, and everything touches your disc, your flat plane. So that's what I will do. I still have to make sure everything touches my plate, and I still have lift those and put it everything, that denture will look really good at the end. So again, don't forget to subscribe, and I will show you the next step what to do in this situation, which is easy. All you have to do is warm up your instrument and lift everything to be able to occlude and touch your plate. Just like I'm doing over there. So again, this is gonna be it for this video, and I will see you on the following video, and thank you for tuning in, and have a good rest of the day. Welcome to another video. I'm gonna show you how to wax this. I'm pretty much content with it for the first wax trying. I think the smile line is not bad, so patient wanted the laterals to be uneven, a little higher. This is higher laterals, so I think just gonna go ahead and wax it. So I'm gonna do the upper first. I got my torch here on my left, on my right. So the way I gonna wax this is just filling it up with wax. Those videos are long, it can be boring. If you want to watch every single step of it, hang on, because it will take a while. I'm gonna fast forward some of them. So I'm gonna heat up your instrument and kind of smooth things up. Heat up your instrument and then smooth things up. And smooth all the inner proximals on the teeth. That can take up to half an hour, and can take up to an hour depending how skillful you are. I like to put wax all over my teeth and then later on clean them up. That's how I do it. Some techs do it differently. Again, we all do different things in a different way. Here is for inside, for the lingual part in the palatal area. I'm gonna smooth all this wax. Some people complain about bulky wax try-ins. Wax try-in contains a lot of wax, so then the teeth can stay in place. Sometimes we have to add a lot of wax to it. The purpose is for you to feel slightly comfortable, not so comfortable. I'm just gonna heat up the inside to remove some of the wax from the palate area. Just what I'm doing right now is heating it up. It removes some of the wax from it, as you can see, and heat up the areas to smooth it out with tissue paper. So then I will use my bar parker to cut the excess of the wax. And I will be popping this off the model to do the finishes touches to it. This contains custom tray material as a base plate. That's the hard plate that you see. This is custom tray material. Pretty much done. Almost done. Well, I had to carve the teeth and make it look even prettier. There's that hole in there, like I was mentioning. I can smooth that out. So I just going to carve and then clean it all out and then show it to you when it's pretty much done. So this is my wax try-on. Is making dentures is messy. I already did some carving for the lower. Do kind of like carvings takes a little while. The video could be so long doing it. This is the way I do it. Like I said, every technician has their own way. Just put some characterization to it to make it look a little nice if you want to. But this is a wax try-on. This is the time where the patient has to raise the complaint about not liking it or it feels weird. This is not to get disappointed. This is not to get mad, because this is just a trial and see if you don't like. If you don't like that step, if you get mad and pissed off about this step over here, well, you're not meant to have a denture then. Then you should just stay, edentureless with no teeth, because you cannot tolerate the process. This is the process that you have to be patient. Well, if you are in a dental office, you have to raise your voice, not be forced to have something that you're not happy with and you don't like. So this is the time to raise your voice and tell your dentist the concerns that you have. So if something is bothering you, this is the place to say, hey, this is bothers me here, because this is gonna be you actually denture eventually. So once you finish cleaning up, you just put it back in a model and see how everything looks. and then again continue a little bit, do your cleanup, so make it look nice. You can use articulating paper to see how your occlusion is, your bite is hitting hard, but normally the dentist do that in the patient mouth, do his articulations. So I think I'm happy with this. You know, you see that lateral is smaller than the other. Is you can push it down if it's but that's how this patient wanted, that she want her lateral to be higher. So I think this is good enough for the try-on. So obviously, if you're in a dental office and you're a technician, you have to clean everything up, make it look nice and clean before you take it to the dentist. And scrape everything, but obviously, even the laboratory, they take care of that roughness. You know, normally the wax try-ons almost have that presentation where is when it's taken to the dentist. So I think this is the Ivoclar Teeth B1 Phonares 2. So again, don't forget to subscribe and hit a notification so you're notified every time I have a brand new video. So thank you for watching.